So we continue with our first game as black, where white continues with e4. We play the French defense with e6. Queen e2 was played. Okay, so we'll continue with the move. Uh, Pawn a6, pawn a6, then knight c6, taking out the knight, attacking this pawn. You may try to push. No. So we play d5, attack the center. If we take, then queen take. That's the only possible response. Okay, so you take it, queen take. And now he play knight c3. We continue with bishop b4, creating a pin, so knight cannot take the queen. Bishop e2, and then uh, over here we move the queen back to d8. Now queen comes to d8. Simply we are just protecting our queen. That's it. He continue with d5. So we capture this knight. He take it back, and then knight f6. We castle. He take, then bishop take. That's what we are going to respond. Okay. So queen comes here. Now we protect our position with knight e5. We are attacking the bishop. So maybe he can take the bishop backwards. Okay, choose to long castle. Now we eliminate this pawn. We can play rook b8 and open towards this file and attack further. So he continue with queen d4, where we continue with f6, protecting the checkmate. Checkmate was coming, so we just block that. Now he played g4. Okay, so I have a very good idea. Let's go on with e5, attacking the queen along with the bishop diagonal open. Now he continued queen c4. So we continue with queen e8 for defending this pawn, and then he go on with g5. Now I can even push this pawn further. Otherwise, I play bishop e6. Now if we take the knight take, the bishop will be attacking the queen as this pawn at the same time. So basically double attacking qualities. Let's see what he responds. Now what can white play? So white can try to increase the attack towards my king, basically by playing a4, a5, a6. Like this he can try to disturb my king position. So he is playing queen c5. I think I have got a very good move. Bishop here. Else if I take, that's also good, but then this pawn becomes weak. Now pushing the pawn seems to be a better move, but knight comes here. And that will not be okay for us. So what I suggest, bishop here, or if I take out the queen, then he will simply play this. So here, bishop comes out, he plays the bishop like this or like this. Like how is that helping? The fact is, how is that helping? And also with this, I'm removing the bishop, right? Like if I play this, then why? How is this bishop going to attack this diagonal? Or if I take it, then I take it, and then you go to take this. Then you also take this pawn. So let's go on with this. We go with f take g5. Idea is knight take. Rook take this pawn. If the bishop takes, then queen b6. Queen g6 will attack the knight and at the same time the checkmate. Okay. And now I got the problem. Knight take on bishop. Now this is something which white for sure he wants. So we simply block it. Now we are having very less time, that is 16 seconds on the clock. So I just have to play faster. Bishop e4 attacking the rook, he will protect. We go with rook take this. And then queen g6 for the checkmate. Okay. So let's see what he responds. Queen take this pawn is not a threat. When we play queen g6, it will defend it. So he take the pawn, give a check and all. We play king h8. He is sacrificing his rook. Maybe he is got chess or whatever. Now we shall continue with x6. Knight check is not possible because I'll simply play king h7. And now what can I do? So I can play bishop x5, attack this knight. Knight take on this pawn. Correct. So queen check is the move. Okay. Let's take the king back. Ow. Bishop is there. I did not show that bishop. Now that's a mistake. A complete mistake. What am I doing? Knight check. King there. He could have easily given knight d6 and taken my queen. Anyways. Alright, so we have another one. Now we will be playing as white. Let's play e4. And black to play. Black go with the Scandinavian. So we take the pawn. Black take it back. We play knight c3. Attack the queen. So black play queen d6. We play d4. Then take out our knight, bishop, and the bishop. That's it. Knight c6. So we take out the bishop to b5, focusing on d5, creating the attack towards the knight. So basically, in the next move, we can eliminate this knight. Now he will protect this knight. That's it. So he protected. Well, we continue with the move. Pawn to f4. Since we are attacking the knight. Okay, now if you say bishop take on this, then I can go with knight take, queen check. Queen check. Now I can play bishop. Bishop. If he'll take, I'll take this. But he'll take this pawn. Okay. So what should I do? If I play c3, c3 is also a very good move. Now with c3, I just give up one knight and I can easily defend this knight. So let's go on with knight c3. Idea is defending our knight from attacks. Now what can black do? Black can play knight here, focusing on attacking the b2 pawn. He simply go on with knight g6. We play a3, attacking this queen. Now how can he protect the queen is the question. So he can simply move the queen backwards to b6 and all. That's it. Okay, queen comes to c4. What's the move played? So we take out our knight, then take out the bishop. Just focus on your development. That's it. There is nothing, no confusion in that. Okay, we go on with this long castling. Now I take my knight backwards. What will happen? Queen will come here. If I take knight here, or if I move the bishop. Okay. So let's move the bishop. Idea is to play b3. Now bishop is protecting the knight. Then you can play b3, attack the queen. So all the plan is to attack the queen generally. Okay. Now he play e6. We play b3, attacking the queen. So he'll protect his queen. He played the queen there. Now I can play knight. Knight towards the center, knight there. So if I move the knight a4, okay, let's go on with knight a4. What can he play is taking the queen backwards, queen capturing the pawn. Okay, so c4, that's a good opportunity for us. Queen d3, and we cannot jump the knight there. Okay, knight b2. We will be attacking the queen. Now black won with the check. We move the king. King f1 was quite better. Okay, so king f1. My idea was king f2, then I can play rook e1. I wanted to take the rook. So he play knight take on the pawn. He is just capturing these pawns. Oh no, not at all. Like my options are quite limited. Okay, b4. So with b4, we go with bishop here, pressurizing my pieces. Queen e1. Now if we take, then queen take queen. So that's a better trap. Now what can he do is rook take. Oh yes, exactly. Rook take. Knight take, then queen take this is a checkmate. Hmm. We move the knight backwards. Then he play queen check, and that will be the game over. Okay. So we resign this game, and let's have another one. Like this was also quite tough. So we are playing as black. We play the pawn defense. d4, we take out the knight to f6, attacking the queen. I mean, sorry, attacking the pawn. Bishop d3, e5, striking the center, and then c6, further attacking the pawn. We take this pawn, and after we take, we play bishop e7. Now he'll trade. No. So we go with c4. We may take out our knight to d7 for defending this knight. Such that we play knight c5, further attacking the bishop, and then e5. So we can even go with e4, but I would say let's just rest and continue with castling. Because team safety is very important, that's why. So he played knight f3. Now we play x6, attacking the bishop. So he has no other option to just kick the bishop backwards. And we take out the bishop g4. So you can observe that I'm creating a pin. And I'll take this bishop backwards. Generally, he'll try this and all. If you observe, he cannot long castle. Now, why is that so? Because already his position at the queen side will be back. Okay, so he continues with g4 and all. So what we may do is ignore this and continue with e4. That's what we want actually. Like creating weak pawns. Okay. Now where will white castle? White cannot even short castle nor long castle. Okay, so it is a disadvantage for white, which we are going to take advantage. You may observe that. Anyways, so we play e4. Idea was to disconnect this bishop diagonal and attack this knight. Generally, he'll play the knight backwards and we can also take our bishop back, such that we'll defend this pawn. Okay, so this was the solution of this position. So basically, let's see what white responds with. Now white is thinking for the correct move, and if you are enjoying the stream, you will like the live stream. So he played knight d4. Now knight d4 was played. Okay. So okay. I would say let's take the bishop backwards. Idea is to defend this pawn. Now he can try this, but I can easily trade. So he is castling. Now just tell me who is losing. White. Anyway, so I can go on with knight take on d5. The idea is quite simple. Bishop is attacking it. Okay, if you say bishop take bishop, then knight take bishop. knight take on bishop. Okay, so that's why knight take on d5. It's an idea just to win the pawn. Okay, now he can take where I'll take this and then he can play b4. Why? Because knight is protecting this. He is having an attacker like this. So he can play b4 and attack my knight. Okay. Okay, so we continue knight take on e7. Now as I told, he'll play b4 and all. He just play that. So I can take the knight. d3. Idea is to attack this pawn. Take the bishop take, then pawn take it back, and that's how we continue. So let's see what he responds. White to play, having 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. He continue with the move knight take on e4. We also go on with bishop take e4. Bishop take, and I can now where can I protect? I really wanted to protect this bishop, but where can I? Okay, so I can move the bishop backwards. But let's try this. Let's take that out. And we play d5. He take, then if he will take, then okay, he's not taking. Then that's even better. Now I can no, the queen is also attacking. So I cannot play f5 and all. I'll play this knight to c6 attacking the pawn. Okay, let's see what he responds. Welcome to my channel. Okay, what is white going to play now? Let's see what he responds. And if you are enjoying the stream, you will like the live stream. Alright, so he is thinking. He trade, then that's even better. Now why is that so? Because pawn will take and it will add as a supporters to the center. Okay. Now at such cases, white's position is also quite better. Okay, he respond with a3. So a3 was the move played. We respond with queen x4. Now you observe that the queen is defending this. I can go with knight take. After queen take on this pawn. So he respond with knight f5. We will protect. Now he is also attacking this way, having a lot of plans in his mind. So we just play queen d8. Idea is to defend our pieces. He play knight d6 attacking this pawn and all. We'll push. The trap is if the pawn take, then queen take this knight. Now queen take on d5, knight d7. But we lose the pawn, and that's what happened. We lost one pawn. Okay, so let's see what white responds with. White go with the queen backwards. We capture the pawn. He take it. Then queen c7. Rook to c1. He must be that rook. Anyways, no problem. Knight g6. We can try knight e5 that is and all. At the same time, playing this rook here for attacking the knight should be one of the plans. Anyways, so oh yes, white is having 18 seconds. That's the most important thing. Means white is on the position of timeout and all. Knight x4. The queen under attack. Queen goes backwards. Where we go with f5, but he'll play check. Check. That's it. All right. So king h8 so that we can play x5. Now he take. Oh, that was not calculated. And we take out the rook f6. Double up now. White having 3 seconds. Oh shit. Hmm. Okay, so I resigned this game. Okay, so let's play as white. We go with e4. England, gambit 24, so let's take knight c6, knight f3, queen e7, bishop f4, queen check. Okay, bishop f4, bishop d2, and then knight c3. Now we are having advantage. Now what can we do here is rook b1. So queen comes here, rook a3, attacking the queen. Queen goes further, backwards. Then a3. Oh wait, there was something better that I'm not remembering right now. There was even something better. A3 was the better move. Okay, A3. This was one of the possible variations, but not the best ever move. Obviously, bishop can take this. No, if the bishop takes, then queen a1 was a trap. Now I remember that. Anyways, but still bishop take, I think I'm not able to recover that, what I studied. Anyways, let's see what he responds. If bishop takes this, then that's a very easy, very easy victory for you. Like you can go on bishop take, and that's a very good piece activity for you. If we play bishop take, then that was even more vulnerable. But I'm not able to remember that. Anyways, bishop takes c3. Now he played queen c5. We just ignore and develop. Is that correct? Yeah. So e4 and then play bishop e2 and castle quickly. Castle quickly and then join the rooks, which is very important. He will play a5. You will go with a4. Like you have to block this pawn from being pushed and attack your pawn, right? So you just protect your pieces. That's it. Bishop d2 was the line. I played bishop e2 instead. Bishop d2 was the line. Anyways, bishop e3. Yeah. Now let's see what the response with. But then knight take on this pawn. No, if knight take, then rook b5. That was the trap. If knight take, then rook b5. Okay. So let's see what black responds. And if you are enjoying the stream, you will like live stream. Okay. Rook b5. Or should I go with knight take? Like rook b5, then knight take on this check. Okay, let's go with the trap only. Rook b5, if he take, then bishop take. And then he gonna continue by protecting his queen. Okay. Such that we will just castle. That's it. No more plans. Just castle quickly and protect your king side. Now since you can observe queen was under attack, he played queen c4, we play bishop e2 for attacking the queen and all. Queen take on this, we go with castling. Okay, so queen take on a4. We go with castling. So we will go with queen take e4, bishop e3. Now let's see what he responds. He go with queen x4, bishop g5. He protect. Then you take out the queen and further attack. So let's see what he responds with. Black's turn where black is thinking, and if you're enjoying the stream, you will like live stream. Okay. So 30 seconds on the clock remaining, the most important thing. Hmm. Alright, so black is not aware of his time. Hmm. The clock is ticking, time is getting down. He is not aware for that. Oh shit, he is not even aware. He is going to lose some time. No. Queen a4, bishop take e7. Now take out your queen, attack this. Okay. Now he will be confused and rook and all whatever. So he loses on time. Hmm. Alright. So yeah, if you want, you also challenge me. Anyways, we are playing as white. Let's go on with the 4-pawn attack. d4, knight f6, no, f5, Dutch. So I had a trap like bishop there, but I don't think so. He is 16, 17 rated. He will not fall for that. So let's just take out our pieces. Welcome, Roshan, to my channel. Yep. Take out the bishop, take out the knight, play c4, and on. Knight e2, then play c3, e3. Oh, but at this case, now this is the Dutch defense, right? Yes, you can create pawn storm. x4. So basically, you play queen c2 and long castle, and you attack this way. That's even better. Welcome, Keresh to Keresh. If you want to challenge me, you can send me the challenges. Now, go on, push the pawn further. Don't wait for this. Just don't think. x6. Bishop pick. Oh, knight here. Knight d5. Now you can take knight there. This is the most disadvantage of this Dutch. You can take knight and attack the rook and the bishop. Knight here f3. But he'll take this. So he is all because of the trade. We'll play f3. We are just satisfied with this. Then we'll go with queen take. And we'll focus on sacrificing the bishop and all. Okay. So queen take. Now we are focusing on the sacrifice. First of all, we play knight here. Eliminate this bishop because the dark square bishop is an important key for defending these pawns. So just eliminate it. And then go on with the sacrifice. Now once again, the development of our bishop is lacking. Okay, he is playing d6. We already had to play knight g6, so we just play that. Knight e7. So we'll capture the rook. Queen take. Now that's a disadvantage. Now I cannot, take this. Because the queen is also supporting. Anyway, so let's not waste time and long castle. Now what can we do is, he is going to play this, whatever. e4, take, bishop take. Then what will happen? Otherwise, what you want is to take out the bishop. If I play e3 and then this, then the queen and bishop will be disconnected. Okay. And what is he planning? a4, a5. Nothing will happen, I think. Nothing will happen. Rook here, rook here. You suggest this. If I'll take the rook and then he'll play knight f6. If you play this, then I take this pawn. You push the pawn, he'll take, and then you play rook e1. So let's play rook g1, then we can push this pawn, he take, we take, then bishop g2. That's d5. Now he is blocking his own bishop. I even have bishop take on this pawn, but let's not focus on capturing the pawns. g4, just trade and then sacrifice. Just attack the king side, that's it. This is a second hand option for you. So he is playing king h8. The reason is not clear, but let's push the pawn forward. Now he take or does not take, we does not care. We have to capture this pawn in the next move. That's fixed. Okay. Now let's see what is pawns. Black's turn where black is thinking, and if you are enjoying, you may like the live stream. Bishop takes g5, we take it without thinking for a long. Now queen take with the queen. He'll play queen f6, try to offer a lot of trade, as many trades as he can. We have to decline it. Knight f6, so that's even better. He is not offering trades and all. So x6, knight e8. Now it does not mean that we have to capture this. Okay. Pushing the pawn. Wait, if he captured, then what happens? If he captures, then or if I play rook h1, right? So we go with rook h1. We can capture with the rook giving check. Okay. Now he responds with king g8. Push the pawn. x7 check. King h8. I made a mistake. x7 was not the correct move, man. Instead of x7, what could I have done? I don't think so. Let's go with this. King h8. So now what can you do? Take this bishop. What is this bishop going to do? Okay, so you can just try e3. Idea is to disconnect this diagonal. Let him do whatever he can. Take out and eliminate this knight. Do and try to attack this. He takes, you just take this knight. Okay, take away his pieces. Now let's see what the response. Okay, knight f6. Take the rook here. How can you disconnect this queen? Take it back. Then play king b1 if you try this check and all. Okay, that's not important. Bishop a6 trade. That's a great opportunity to trade. Now maybe black wants that. Anyways, let's eliminate. Like that's even our advantage for us. So king b1. Yes, I think that's the way. Alright, black played this. Queen g1. Rook c2. Rook is here. A3. It's time to remove the pieces now. Queen e1. Double up the rooks. Push the pawn, take, not open. Double up, take this, and queen check. No. Okay. Rook e3. Blocking this check with this rook here. Okay. Now queen here. Rook g6. In a quick manner, I'm just doing this. Oh my god, knight take, king take. What am I doing? Rook h2, play queen. Queen f1. Move the queen. Oh. Queen d3. I got a brilliant move. Rook x6. Oh, not that time. He moved the knight. Rook x6 is a blunder now. Okay, he's not capturing. Protect the rook. Okay, knight moves, king comes there. Push e4. Queen check, knight take queen. Wow. Still knight poke. Okay, so I'll end this game. Hmm. Okay, so we are playing as black. White go with e4. We play e5 against the king's pawn opening. Welcome ABCD to my channel. If you want to challenge me, you can send me challenges. So he is playing the center game. Oh, the Danish gambit. Knight takes c3. Let's play knight c6. There was someone who want to challenge me. Yeah. So to anyone who wants to challenge me, you have to send me challenges after this game ends. Okay, I'll wait for a few minutes and you can send me challenges. d6. Now we're gonna take out the knight f6, further on the bishop and the castling. So bishop e6, queen d7 and castling. Okay, now white to play. White is like thinking for the move. And if you are enjoying the stream, you may simply like the live stream. So white responds with castling. We also go with castling. King safety is important and all. We go with king h1. We play queen d7. G take f6. f5. Hmm. And if you are enjoying the stream, you will like live stream. So I take on e4. Knight take it. Bishop e4. f5. Attacking this knight. Now he'll protect his knight. With what manner? Let's see what he responds with. And if you're enjoying the stream, you will like live stream. Knight to c3. Queen comes to f7. Upside. So he'll take this knight backwards. That's it. Knight to g3. He cannot play anything else. His knight can poke your king and queen. How can? He cannot. Anyways. So king h8, rook g8 and try to attack. Okay. Rook g8. You miss bishop g5 poking knight and queen. Bishop g5. Okay. Maybe I did not observe that. Anyway, so we take the bishop backwards. Like this is, not allowing the king to move to g1 and all. So it's better to play bishop e6. Now let's see what side responds. So let's see what white responds. White go with d4. We move the knight to e7. The knight here, defending the pawn and the poke. Let's see what the response. Bishop e1, knight e3 for attacking the rook, this pawn, and the queen. So queen d3. Knight take on the rook, attacking this knight is the main plan. Like now we are attacking the queen, so he'll move the queen to the check. Look here, knight take this pawn. He'll do that, then I'll go with bishop take on this. So rook e1. Now, how can I defend is taking the bishop backwards. That's the move. Let's see what he responds. First turn where white is thinking. White responds with knight e4. So we go on with capturing this knight. After queen take, we go with x5 so that we can play x4 and take this knight backwards. Bishop take f5, bishop take on f5, knight take on f5, queen take on f5. So he just plunders his minor piece. Okay, now let's see what the response. If you enjoyed the stream, you will like the live stream. So let's see what white responds with. I think he must resign now. Okay, knight goes backwards. So we just double up the rooks for attacking it. X4. King x7. Bishop x3 so that we can attack the knight. Now this knight is a defender for the pawn, so we'll just eliminate it. Okay, the process of elimination is helpful at such cases only. Now he responded with a check. You can take the bishop. Maybe that's what he wants. So take the king. He'll play this. No, he moved the knight. That's even better. So we go rook take g3. Now you are attacking a queen. He'll play check. He'll play this rook. Okay, so he resigns the game. Alright, now you can send me challenges. So I got a challenge for this idea. Anyways. E6. D5 attacking this pawn. Thank you, Cannibal King, to my channel. And thank you so much for your comment. C5, we attack this pawn towards the center basically. He play bishop e3. Okay, queen b6 is the way. Queen b6, take out the knight. Take out the knight f6 so that you can defend this pawn. Now he'll take this pawn with the queen attacking this pawn also. So we play knight f6. Then take out the bishop, or should I take? Pushing the pawn, c4. You're gonna take. Then queen here. But he does not take. So we respond with bishop e4. Now we can play bishop e2, defending the knight. We eliminate this, and after bishop take, knight d4, attacking the bishop. Simple way is bishop e2, bishop d2, whatever. That's his call, where he want to play the bishop. Bishop d2 or bishop e2, that's his call. So bishop d2, we respond with c3. bishop e3, and then knight c6. Development of your pieces. Take out your pieces, the bishop and castle. So he respond with castling. We move out our bishop for eliminating the knight and all. So this is white's turn. White respond with x3. We eliminate this. And then go with castling. Bishop take the knight. Pawn take this. F5. Queen check. Take the pawn. Push the bishop. After the bishop goes back, you play f3. That's my evaluation. So rook to d1. What we must do is play f5. F4. Let him capture that. No. He has to protect the bishop. Yeah. Now what you do is push the pawn or push this pawn. So let's push the pawn forward. Attacking this pawn. So g3. Uh, what we can do is moving the knight. Let's take the rook. Attack the central pawn and all. He respond with bishop e3. Just move the knight. He'll take this. You play rook here. Attack this pawn. Okay. Now let's see what he responds. Rook c8. Attacking the queen and the pawn. So queen goes backwards. Good. Queen d2. Queen comes to e6. Hmm. So king comes to x2. b6 attacking this knight. He responds with d5. Queen comes to f6. He can take the bishop and follow up with attacking the queen and all. Queen comes to d6. He can play c4, d5. If you want to miss any challenges now, any challenges? Okay, so we respond with d4, the queen's pawn opening, and then c4, the queen's gambit. We accept this, we play e3. We respond with e5, we go on with bishop take on c4, e take on d4, knight f6, knight c3. We can play knight f3, castle. Okay, black's turn. Let's see how black responds. knight to c6. We go on with e5, further attacking the knight. So knight a5, we play queen a4 check. He responds with c6. We capture the pawn. You go with knight take. No. So we go with knight take on c6. We go with knight f3. Bishop take this pawn. King take it. Knight check. Wait. Bishop take. King take. Knight check. King here. Okay, so we castle. He can even play knight here with the bishop attacking the queen. So bishop e7 was played. We go with knight g5. Idea is to attack this pawn along with the bishop and the knight. Then we go with queen b3, further attacking this. So let's see what black responds. Black is having 2 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. Knight e5. We go with bishop e2. Protecting our bishop, like the knight was attacking our bishop, so we just take that bishop backwards and protect it. Okay, so he responds with x6. We just move the knight to e4. If we take, the knight also take it. Now let's see what he responds. He responds with bishop c6. Bishop f4, attacking the knight. He's gonna move the knight backwards. Then I play queen f3. Then he plays f5. Knight there, queen here. Then he sacrificed the bishop. So black is having a lot of options with whatever means he can play. He responds with knight g6. We go with queen e3. Now let's see what black responds. So black gone with rook e8, where we simply move the bishop to f3, defending the knight, so that we can move the bishop backwards and protect it. Hmm. 45 seconds on the clock remaining. Black is thinking for the move. Let's see what he responds. Bishop f6. We go on with knight take on f6. And then queen c3 is a blunder. (1678). Bishop take on x6. We protect our bishop. And then gonna play 4. bishop e6 along with rook c1 for protecting this pawn. 30 seconds on the clock remaining. He respond with knight f4. We move the king h1, where he respond with bishop takes. Okay. No. g3, still bishop check. So e4, e5, knight f3, we play knight c6. He respond with bishop c4. We continue with bishop c5. Then knight f6, capturing the pawn. Along with d5, attacking the bishop. Queen f6, d3, bishop g4 on attacking the knight, and we move the king. That's it. King to d8. King d7 was better. Oh. Okay, so e4, e5, then knight f3, attacking the pawn. Knight c6, bishop c4. The Italian game. Black responds with bishop c5. We respond with castling. Knight f6, d4, bishop take, then we go with knight take on d4, and then c3. Along with bishop e3, we go with d6. We move with knight d2. Now let's see what he responds. x6, x3. A6, A4, so bishop E6, we can trade. Okay, so let's trade. You respond with trading. We go with F4. Queen E7, we can push the pawn forward. If we take, then rook take. Yes, rook take. We can even go with pawn take, and we see it's not capturing. That's it. So we can now go on taking the pawn. After queen take, then we can go on with b4. The idea is d5. We take pawn take, then we can give rook check. Okay, so that's the main idea. He played e5. I can take it, and that's what we'll do. Knight. Okay, rook take it. Rook take it. We'll push the pawn forward. b5. He can take this knight backwards, and that's what he's done. We go with pawn capturing. Knight take it back, and then queen comes to b3. We can play rook b1, focusing on the checkmate, and at the same time, that will help us. So he is trying to develop the rooks, focusing on attacking and all, whatever. Let's see what he responds. Welcome, kick off to my channel. If you want to challenge me, you can send me challenges. So knight c5. Now he is attacking our queen. What we can do is, how can we try like defend this? Queen a2. Now let's see what the response. Hmm. Alright, so black's turn. Black is thinking. Hmm. Okay, welcome Actress stars to my channel. Exchange the knights. How can we exchange the knights? There is no option of exchanging knights at all. So we take out the knight, further attacking the rook. The trap is if we move this, I give a check and win the queen in the next move. If we move the rook backwards. Okay. So kick off, you have okay. So you can set the challenge in the next move. Hmm. So let's see what black responds. Black over p5. Okay. We go with knight take on d6. Check. Okay, that's a check. Means the forcing move. Queen capturing this knight. Otherwise, if the pawn take, then queen take on the queen. Knight take it. Rook take on p5. We can double up and try to attack another. So let's see what black responds. Black go at d5. We'll protect our position. Play rook p1. And you can now attack. d4. Capture this pawn. D take it. Move the bishop backwards. Check in there. Trade. Knight take or the king take, whatever. Okay, knight take. Now move the bishop, attack. Just trade any one knight, any knight. And that's all. Hmm. So a6. Let's see what he responds. So d2. Uh, we go on with bishop here. Knight e4. Knight e4. So what I respond is capturing. That's the way. This is the way. Not this. Rook d1. That was a pain. Winning the knight. But there was a much slip, and I accidentally played rook e1. So rook e1 check. Rook c1. Now knight over there. Like what is this? Okay, so rook c3. He go on with rook. King d6. I go with rook e3. He is pushing the pawn forward. I play rook here, trying to figure out some way. Okay, so check and rook here so that you can take the pawn, and we capture, push the pawn. Now rook here, unfortunately export. Okay. So 2 pawns against one knight. It's better if I create a draw only. King f7, king f6, king e5. Thank God. So my opponent was fighting only for a draw. Alright, so you may send me the challenges now. Any challenges? Yes. Any challenges? If you want, you may send me the challenges now. Okay, so we get a challenge. Now we are playing as black. We go on with e6, along with knight f6, attacking the pawn. Where he go with e5, we take, then break the queens, and go on with knight g4, further attacking this pawn and the central pawn. Let's see what white responds with. And if you are enjoying the stream, you may like the live stream. So we go with knight take on e5. We go with bishop f4. We develop the knight. Because development is more important. That's it. So he responds with knight c3. We take out our bishop, further attacking the pawn towards c2. He responds with knight e5. We go with long castling. He go with c3. So e6 so that we can open up the rook file. Knight e3, bishop e3 check. And we can capture the bishop in the next move. So bishop take on f1, king cross f1, bishop c5, attacking the knight, just opening up our bishop. So knight f3, knight take on f3, and then e5, further attacking the bishop. So he moved the bishop backwards. No. f6, bishop back, g5, further back, x5, we can play x4. X4, bishop trap. So the bishop gets trapped. Now he just take, we also take it back. So we are a minor piece ahead. Welcome to my channel. If you want to challenge me, you can send me the challenges. So we respond with x3. Idea is to control the g2 pawn, g2 square. Rook d2. The idea is for the checkmate. Okay, so let's see what white responds with. And if you enjoyed the stream, you will like the live stream. He respond with knight e3. So I go with f5. The idea is offering a pawn and further pushing f4 if required. So he respond with rook e2. We respond with the move bishop take on the knight. The Alright guys, if the pawn take, then okay, pawn take, then rook check, rook d1, king moves, we eliminate, king takes, and then rook g1, rook g8 check. The king comes to f1, so we go with e4. Now knight goes to e5, knight e3, knight capturing b2, king d7, and then rook check. Rook take x2, rook g2. Now attack these weak pawns. So first of all, knight e1, capturing any pawn. We go with this, we take, so rook g3, defending and attacking this, king f2, check, and we take, knight e5, king c6, king c5, rook e2, oh, rook take on e3 check, king take and king take this. So we promote to a rook. This is the way to the checkmate. Alright, so you may send me the challenges now. If you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. So we are playing as black. White responds with d4. We go with d5. c4, we play the slap defense. And then the knight to f6. Along with bishop f5. d6. Bishop d6. Okay, so let's take the knight to e4. Now let's see what it responds. Bishop take, pawn take. Pawn take on this. No. So we respond with bishop take f4 and then castle. So knight takes c3, pawn take, and then bishop g4. He responds with c take d5. We go on with queen take d5. The idea is to attack like this, and then bishop x3. c5 attacking the center. Simple reason. The pawn take, queen take, and we attack this pawn further. So bishop f1, we can simply ignore the threat by bishop g4. Further, we will attack this knight, and then we're gonna move the queen backwards. Queen to d6, queen d3, bishop f5, queen coming here. Okay, queen goes to e3. So we develop the knight. So rook comes to d1. Rook to d8. So knight e4, we capture, pawn take, then play rook to c8. welcome Poppy to my channel. Rook to c7. Now double up and try attacking. Rook d7. Bishop here is a move available to us. Queen f6 for attacking this can be played. So Queen f6. So Queen comes to b4, where we continue with Bishop g4. Now he responds with f3. Bishop diagonal get blocked, and then we play Bishop f5. So x5, that is to block g4. Bishop e5. We go with rook c7. Now let's see what he responds. White's turn where white is thinking, having 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock. Queen comes to a5. p6. Pawn take, queen take, and rook there. So rook to c2. White responds with capturing this pawn. We go on with bishop take on e6. We take it. Queen take it, queen take it. Rook take it, retake it. Now the end game position. The trade occurs with bishop c6. We go with king g6, f5. Bishop trapped. Okay, so white just fell for the bishop trap, and that's it. Now let's see what the response. Like he is still having a lot of pawns, having more hope. Bishop e6, g5. Now he pushed the pawn forward. We go with bishop e5. Bishop e4. Bishop e3. Bishop f7. He push. So bishop h5. Bishop h5 once again. We capture the pawn, king h7. King take g7, king take this, king take that. Pawn push. Okay, so if you want to make any challenges, all the challenges are allowed. Any challenges?